I don't have a problem of having female villain, and this is the main reason why I like so many female villain like Wanda from Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, and last but not least Marvel Gavel from Tango. If you don't like Marvel Gavel and Bell Rattle from Zootopia and Marvel Gavel from Tango, I can hear you guys' opinion. But for me, I defend those villains. But the villain in this movie in Over the Hedge, this is not how you do a female villain character art. Like DreamWorks, do better. Hello folks, my name is NH3 Lounge Show, and today I am doing a movie review for DreamWorks movie leading up to Forgotten Island, which is nothing Over the Hedge. Enough further ado, let's get this started before I get hungry. So, Over the Hedge is a 2006 American animated comedy film, and this film is directed by Tim and Kevin. And this film is written by Lean, Lauren, and David. And this film is based on the Over the Hedge comic strip by Michael Fry and T. Lean. And this film is produced by DreamWorks Animation. In this movie, have Bruce Willis in it because I don't want to talk about what happened to Bruce Willis this month, which is very sad, so I would not talk about that. So, ever since this movie came out, this movie got very mixed review. Like, some people like it, some people think it's okay, but some people think they just hating on it. So, yeah. So this movie got a 75% on Rotten Tomato for the critic, and this movie, on the other hand, got a 71% for the audience. And of course, this movie got a 6.7 out of 10 on IMDb, and this film got a 67 on Megascore. Let's check the box office. The 2006 animated film Over the Hedge grossed around $339.8 million worldwide, and this film gotten as a MMO to have a production budget of $80 million. And this film was released by DreamWorks Animation and on May 19, 2026, and it was a solid financial success. And I don't want to read the whole thing, or else we're gonna be here all day. So let's go ahead to make our review to be less shorter than longer, because I'm taking what Kenny guys said to me, like, don't make your video too long. Like, I will try my best, but it's gonna be very hard because I will be talking about this movie for hours. But doing to this movie is so darn short, so why not I'll make this review short. So I hope you guys will understand. Not too short, just like ours, but a little bit short. Not too much, a little bit short. And of course, this movie got a reward season, right? This movie got nomination at the Annie Award, including Best Directing and Best Character Design, which is well deserved because, no offense to Monster House, but I enjoy Monster House. But I really like the animation, but the character design, yeah, they look horrifying. If you watch it in 2026, it looks absolutely disgusting me. And of course, this movie got a nomination at the Critics' Choice Award and the Kids' Choice Award, which is a Nickelodeon reward trying to be like of the other reward show, like the Oscars and Golden Globe, but this one is a kids' version of the Oscars and the Golden Globe. And I'll get to the villain in a minute because I got a lot to say about this score. So, what do I think about Over the Hedge? I really enjoy this film, but however, ain't as good as much as the other DreamWorks film, like The Bad Guys and The Prince of Egypt, and even Shrek 1 and 2. Then I like Shrek 3, and I'll get to those film in a couple days. So, yeah, and don't worry, guys, I really enjoyed The Bad Guys, so I'll get to that movie here in a couple days. Stay tuned. But the main reason why I'm talking about that because it's a DreamWorks film, so of course I'm going off topic as long as the DreamWorks film. So at least we can go there. So even I still have some problems. So the best of all, let's get the positive, because Lady Ben and Gaming really enjoy talking about some positive stuff on DreamWorks. Oh yeah, sometimes you gotta talk about some negative about DreamWorks, not just positive all the time. So the story of it, I don't get to the flaws. Like the honestly, yeah, I think the story of this film is a little bit generic, because if you read the detail of this film, like the story of this, it just feel like your typical generic animal movie about the one character played by Bruce Willis was trying to steal all of these food from every single neighbor's house. So that is why this girl right here called the capture guy and captured these animals, but it's up to all the animal trying to find a way to steal some more food before the capture get does. actually. So I think the story of this film is a little bit generic. At least it's better than Shark Tale. And of course, the animation of this film is really unique. Like, I really enjoy the character design, the location. I really know this film has a ton of pop culture reference. Like, this film have audacity to reference, like, some off-brand, like, Pringles. Like, why on earth that you did a rip-off brand, of knockoff brand of Pringle. Like, I do like Pringle. Pringle is, it's a really good chip. My favorite flavor from that is sour cream onion, which I do like sour cream onion. It's a really good chip, to be honest. Anyway, let's get back to topic before I get hungry. So anyway, I really enjoyed the animation. The animation of the film is really unique. What about the acting? Like, Bruce Willis did a great job with his performance as RJ, which is very sad that he's going through his healthness, his healthness is not doing well, which... yeah, once again, sometimes I don't want to talk about it. It's really depressing to talk about that. And of course, you got Steve Carell, which I didn't even know that Gru was in this movie. Well, even this film came way before Despicable Me came out, because this movie came out in 2006, and however, Despicable Me came out in 2010. So let's go ahead and go on topic, because I don't want to go too much off topic. At the point, I would definitely stutter, which, yeah, I got the stuff in my stuttering. So, yeah. So, what about the Turtle? Yeah, the Turtle, yeah, he was really good in this movie. And, yeah, and Nick, he did a great job to voicing a Virgin, which is a turtle guy. What about the Skunk Woman? The Skunk Woman, she was really good in this movie, and I don't want to mess with the skunk, or it should be farted. My God. So yeah, and honestly, and every single animal of this film is really pretty good. Like, they're trying to act like human by stealing all these food by the neighbors, and there's the main was right out to capture guy that's trying to capture them. And what about the villain of the film? Like, the only good villain about this movie has to be, what's his name? Oh yeah, that him. Anyway, so yeah, he was a really good villain, and this has got to be one of my favorite villain in the entire movie. The capture guy, you know what? I'm gonna call him the capture guy because every time I talk about Dwayne, yeah, he's kind of reminding me of Dwayne Johnson. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and call him a capture guy. So I think the capture guy, it just feel like a generic villain by capturing these animals for no reason. So yeah, honestly, yeah, at least I can give this. At least it's better than other bad DreamWorks villain from the other DreamWorks film, which I don't like, to be honest. But overall, he's a really okay villain. But the worst villain in this film has to be the one neighbor girl who was the one called the capture guy by capturing these animals. Oh my goodness, she has been annoying the crap out of me. This is not how you do a female villain. Like, who agreed with me that Wanda from Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness is my favorite villain of the female villain era, not this girl, because all she do in this movie is scream, getting angry all the time, and act like a really bratty girl. And she is easily the worst villain of 2000. No. Honestly, yeah, I gotta say this. She is up there with the villain from The Wire as the worst villain of 2006. I don't like this girl. I do not like this character, and I never liked her ever since I watched her for the very first time in this movie. But my ranking on the villain, the Bear, you know what, I'm gonna call him the Bear because sometimes I forgot his name, to be honest, because I hate it when I forgot people's names. So I think the Bear might be the number one because at least he have a point, and at least his voice is very dark to listen to for like his movies. And the capture guy is the weakest, but the girl who's a villain in this movie, and I swear to God, if I hear any people say that she's actually the main villain in this movie, it make me don't wanna see this character again, especially for her. Like, yeah, thank God she's not the main villain in this movie. So I think the main villain of this film, maybe the capture guy or the Bear. So maybe the Bear might be the villain in the movie because he was in the opening of the film, but she was in the second middle of the movie, but he was in the last movie. So I do think the Bear is the only good villain in this movie, but this girl, put your phone down and go in the house and look in the mirror and look pretty. Or even better, how about you go fix yourself? How about that? And what about the ending of the film? Well, I really enjoyed the ending of the film. The ending of the film is really pretty good, to be honest. And yeah, sure, this film had product placement. Like, I'm getting tired of animated film that have product placement. No wonder Chase do not like product placement. Quit putting product placement in a kids movie and any film in general. It's annoying. It's driving, honestly. It's not just driving Chase insane, but it's driving me insane. So stop putting pop culture reference in every single movie that you're making, dude. It's bad enough my favorite movie is doing that. Like, yeah. Yeah, sometimes need to stop putting a bunch of product placement in a kid's movie, which I'm getting tired of it. And of course, the acting of the film is really pretty good. Like, every single celebrity of the film did pretty good with their performance. Like, I did not even know that Kana O'Hara was in this movie. And I gotta say this, rest in peace to that girl, because she did not deserve to pass away like that. So it's very sad to see her going away. So every single celebrity in this film, they did a great job by playing the character of the film. And even I don't like the villain of the film, which, wait, this is her right here. But to be honest, at least the actress did a good job, because at least she was in some movie like The Help, and she was in some TV show called Mom. So her performance in The Help is much better than her performance as a villain in the movie. The villain of the film, yeah, she's not good, but the actress, at least she did pretty good. Honestly, I could give that. But even though I don't like the villain in the movie, at least the actress that she played as a villain in the movie, at least she did very good. Very good, even she's a bad character, to be honest. So I think the acting of the film, like Bruce Willis and Steve Carell, they did a great job by bringing these characters to life, and I am so happy that we got this movie, to be honest. So, yeah. And what about the humor of the movie? Well, even I think Cars got a lot better humor of the 2006 animated film. I don't count Monster House as a comedy film, because that movie is mixed with horror and animated. So I don't count that as a comedy film, which that is not funny. But Over the Hedge got some really great humor too. Honestly, yeah, of this movie got some great humor of this movie. So yeah, I really enjoyed the humor, how this film was really funny in this movie. So I do think the humor is really pretty good. So overall, guys, that was my thought on Over the Hedge. I think this movie is really pretty good, but however, I'm gonna give Over the Hedge a 7 out of 10. It's a good movie. Even I do prefer Cars and Monster House as a better animated film of 2006, but this film, 7 out of 10, is a good movie for the whole family. So fellas, that was my movie review of Over the Hedge. So tell me, what do you think of this film? Do you absolutely enjoy this film, or you just like me that you give it a 7 out of 10 because even you enjoy about this movie, but I think that one girl, the villain of the movie, completely ruined that rating. So she can go affect himself, and I do not like the villain in the movie. So yeah, and once again, the Bill is the only good villain about the movie, but the capture guy is just generic. But the girl that she's a villain in the movie, who's a neighbor girl. Do not like her, and I don't want to see her character to be in the DreamWorks library ever again. So anyway, so that was my movie review of Over the Hedge. So tell me, what do you think of this movie? Do you think this movie is good, or do you think this movie is bad? Comment below and let me know, and let me see what my next DreamWorks review. But don't worry, guys, I'm keeping this short, to be honest. Alright, okay. Alright, what is that? Okay. We got done reviewing of Warmers and Warmers, The Curse of the Will Rabbit. We got done review of this movie. What is my next one? Oh yeah, Flush Away. Yeah, we gotta do that tomorrow. And we talk about the ogre again, but oh my god. After my Flushed Away review, which that is a lot better 2006 animated film, more than Over the Hedge, But after that, wait a minute, this Push Away came out in 2006? Yeah, it came out in 2006, but it might come out in a different country, But anyway, so, oh boy, after my Push Away review, stay tuned for my movie rant on the worst Shrek movie that everybody would definitely said that Shrek 3 is the least favorite Shrek movie ever. Shrek 3 could have potential to be a really great sign-off, but nope, they turned that movie into a whimper. And yeah, sure, the dark element is still pretty good. The animation is solid. Not the best, it's solid. But that's it. That's the only good thing I like Shrek 3. But I'll get to that movie after my Push Away review. But once again, stay tuned for my movie review of Push Away. And on Wednesday, stay tuned for my movie rant on Shrek the Turd. I'm going to be calling it Shrek the Turd because I do not like the movie to begin with. Now, ever since I watched it, and more I think about the movie, and more I hear any people talk about the movie, it makes me want to hate that movie again. Even I think Boss Baby 2 Family Business is the worst DreamWorks movie, but I think Shrek the Turd is in a close second. But to be honest, yeah, I just want Legion Gaming to handle my opinion, but if he does not understand, yeah, just give me a break, okay? Just let me how I feel about the movie. If you like Shrek 3, that's fine. Just don't force people to like it. You know what? I'm gonna go and end off this video before Kenny Guy will get on me again. Because I'm trying my best to listen to him, but every time I talk, my video always get longer and I'm sick and tired of it. Anyway, so hit the subscribe button, turn notification, and share it with your whole family. And this is the only video you're gonna get today. So I think my Over the Hedge review is a perfect example that's the only video that you're all gonna get today. Because I will be pretty busy later on tonight with my brother Chris. So anyway, so this is NH3 launching it off, and yet it goes. And your gentlemen, ladies, have a great ET unknown, and stay tuned for my next movie review of Push Away. Good night. I'll see y'all next time, and yet again, adios.